Do you feel anxiety towards your GMAT preparation almost every day? See, one of the reasons of having anxiety is confusion. So, for example, let's say you are having anxiety. So, whenever we have anxiety, one thing that we do, we just always blame our knowledge. So today morning when I was having a session with the student, so she was having this anxiety that she was saying that I'm not able to solve this particular question. So she said I was so tensed. So I said, whenever you have anxiety, always ask, because this is something we try to run away from anxiety. You have to learn to soothe your anxiety. There is a difference. Because if you run away from anxiety, probably what you do, you just start reading the concepts. So when you start reading the concepts, it's just revising the same thing that you already know. And we do this just for the sake of to get away from that anxiety. Or sometimes we just start solving questions so that we can get that kind of satisfaction. Or I did something. Whether whatever you did, is it helpful or not, is not important. Main thing is that you have to get out of that anxiety. So here you have to learn to soothe your anxiety. So when we talk about soothing the anxiety, take a pen and paper and you ask yourself, what is the confusion? Exactly why I am facing this anxiety. Okay, here we are evaluating. So when you just start getting into the depth, actually what is causing the anxiety? Is it my knowledge? If it's knowledge, which topic is creating this problem? Because what happens when you say, okay, my knowledge is weak, you start revising everything. So when you revise everything, nothing will change. But if you say, okay, I have a problem with tenses. Now, with tenses, before you even take that action, okay, let me do this, revise the theory. Ask yourself, can I explain, or just try to explain yourself, what are the tenses, what are the different type of tenses. So if you can explain it to yourself, that means the problem is not tenses. But let's say you're facing difficulty in explaining it to yourself. Then ask which tenses is the problem. For example, you don't have a problem with simple present, simple past, simple future. You have a problem with present perfect tense. Cool. So if you have a problem with present perfect tense, first try to tell yourself what all you know about present perfect tense. See, what happens is mostly you have already revised that concept multiple times. It's just that you're not just recalling that particular concept. This happens because I normally call my students as lazy. See, it's what happens when you have to learn something. You learn the concepts and then you have to apply it. So when you have to apply it, you have to go to your memory lane to retrieve that knowledge. For example, I just normally give this example to my students. So today is, I think, let's say it's 10th October. So I ask them, what you have in your breakfast. So they normally remember what they had in breakfast. Then I ask, what did they had in dinner last night? They still remember what they had dinner in the dinner last night. Then I ask, what did you have in lunch 10 days before, maybe on 30th September? So everybody says, I don't know. So I ask them, you don't know or you don't remember? Because there is a difference between I don't know, I don't remember. So they say, I don't remember, because whatever we do, it becomes a part of our memory. So I ask them, can you just take some time now and retrieve that information from the memory? So they say, okay, we can try. So I say, how would you start? So they say, okay, which day it was. So then they start calculating the day, whatever is the day today, we subtract 7 from there, and this is how we reach the particular day. And then they think, okay, where was I? I was in office, or I was at home? Oh, I was in office. Okay. Was there something special on that particular day? Or I normally have my normal routine meals. So when you ask right questions, you can reach that particular area or particular information. Let's say the person had sandwich, a chicken sandwich with a coffee on 30th September in lunch. So I asked my students, if I ask the same question after 5 days, what you had in lunch on 30th September? So they say that it's chicken sandwich and coffee. Second time they'll not take that much time. and will not take much effort. Same goes for your knowledge. So if you have an anxiety, first ask what exactly is creating the anxiety. Is it the knowledge or is it the approach? If it's a knowledge, ask yourself which topic you don't know. So whenever you identify that topic, before you actually study the topic, ask, can I explain that topic to someone else? So just try to explain whatever you can. You would see that in most cases you remember everything. It's just you're not retrieving that information, and that is why you are having anxiety. Okay, so whenever you're just preparing and you're having anxiety, first sit with yourself and ask what is creating the anxiety. Don't take actions. Everybody says that action is important. Of course, I expect I accept that yes, action is important. But when you have reach a certain level, going beyond that, action is not required. It's a game of evaluation and action. Action will put you into stagnation. Okay, learn this and see automatically your anxiety towards GMAT will reduce. Thank you.